will be designed with it. So there will be no building, there will be no product. There will be
Hello, hello, hello. You guys having good lunch? Can you hear me well? So I want to go over award ceremony, but before going to the award ceremony, I just want to go to show you the website, so you can access some of the new events and future interactions here. So the website here is the Great Plains Center of Excellence. You can just search GPCoE on Google, get you to this website. Right? You can show the back, go to the back. I'm going to show you the vision of this Center of Excellence as just a reminder, so it goes with you when you leave from this conference. Yudhika, can you play that?
This is one of 37 industrial assessment centers that we have through funding with the Department of Energy. And the thing that's so important is that it does give students this hands-on ability to see technology in action, to see how to reduce carbon emissions, price of energy, reduce energy use on site. And that is so critical for what we want to do in both attracting and retaining engineering students, making sure that those students see in themselves a future in reducing CO2 emissions and in reducing energy use and in generating clean energy into the future.
And we know that these students, all these young people, are transforming the future of our workplace. They are innovators, they are problem solvers, and they are our next generation of leaders. And for those of you I've met, it's very incredible.
As the largest university system in the state of Oklahoma, part of our land grant mission is to be an economic growth engine and to deliver cutting-edge research that benefits our state, our region, and our nation. And this award for the Great Plains Regional Center of Excellence certainly supports our land grant mission and will further propel our efforts to solve society's most pressing challenges.
So that's the mission of our Center of Excellence. I think you can access lots of events and other stuff on going to this website. We recently have some active participation on LinkedIn profile and other stuff as well. We are trying our best to have social media presence as well. I have some suggestions from lots of people about the YouTube channel, so maybe some of the recordings we've done today for this conference will be available on our channel, so you can subscribe to the channel once it's turned on. I saw lots of crowd yesterday, but today a little bit less because of the half day kind of event. So going further, I will go back to the award ceremony. So we have 5 years for this grant, and each year we have to give an award for the energy champions. We have energy champions in several categories, and our plan is to recognize the people who done a really tremendous job in terms of making this vision in action. Right? Like we can say, I can do this and that, but really making it happen. There is a two heroes, two leaders who actually done that. So these awards are actually fall under ISC categories and like our GPCoE, so we are actually giving out some awards. So we have 5 categories of these awards, and each Energy Champion Award is a part of our heritage to celebrate the outstanding contribution in energy efficiency and sustainability in our region. So our first award is Energy Champion Award for non-profit. We have a second award in full profit. We also have a government organization who are actually helping to conclude our research and our mission. We also have 2 awards in the category of alumni and the students. We also have some awards in the category of clients, which we serve and as well as they create an impact in their own companies or on the organizations. So first award in Energy Champion non-profit organizations. I think we had a small award committee who decided this category is also nominating people as well. Because of the short notice of this conference, just like 1 month ago when we did a ribbon cutting, we announced the conference. We didn't send out these nominees and other stuff very loudly in our LinkedIn profile, but silently we are getting the feedback from the people. And we got several nominees here. And again, recognizing non-profit organizations that have significantly contributed to energy efficiency by fostering partnerships and collaboration. And eligible recipients include education institutes, professional societies, utility companies, non-profit entities that have supported the deployment of ISE and GPCoE projects. So you can see there are several names here, including non-profit societies, education societies, energy centers, utilities, and state centers. So, who will do that? So the award, the winner of the Energy Champion Award in non-profit organization categories among the nominees are AEE Oklahoma. I don't have a president present here, but I have a board member from AEE. So, Kumar, will you come forward? Thank you so much for AEE Oklahoma for contributing to our mission, and they are very instrumental in terms of connecting with lots of stakeholders. I think you see today several of them are part of AEE Oklahoma and their mission. Right? Again, rather than duplicating the efforts, we are actually contributing the efforts, multiplying the efforts to connect the dots. Right? So now goes to the next award is Energy Champion Award for profit. And this is basically businesses and the service providers that demonstrate leadership in energy efficiency and have key stakeholders creating collaborative and win-win situation for deployment and the implementation of ITEX and GPCoE projects. In this category, we have utility companies like PSOG, OG&E, ICF, Clear Result, and many more. Industries, many of you here as well. And based on the awards, nominees, and the selection, the winner of the Energy Champion Award for non-profit organization category goes to PSO. I think people who works for PSO or work with PSO, they know that how powerful they are. If they had a booth here, I told them to stay, but I think they have a different agenda for today, so they just left. But I don't know, you know Kenny Rowland or the group. I think many of you guys already know, and you can agree with me that nobody else can deserve more than PSO here as well. Right? However, next year we'll have more opportunities. The winner which can recompete 3 years after the first award is gone. Right? So we have a chance to compete at PSO as well. Right? So thank you so much, PSO, for helping us. Even, sponsoring us on the booth. They are also our key member in our Center of Excellence stakeholder as well. Now the Energy Champion Award for government organizations, which is dedicated to government agencies and partnerships that made contributions to energy efficiency and have played a pivotal role in collaborating with the stakeholders, advancing federal funded initiatives, and can actually further propel our ITEX and GPCoE missions. There are several nominees in these categories like federal offices and partnership, industrial laboratories, and state offices. And the winner of the Energy Champion Award in government organization category is, any guess? Not the right thing to guess, right? The award goes to Oklahoma Department of Commerce. you don't see action as like an advertisement for a Department of Commerce for their action, because they are silent, they are behind the curtains, but they are actually the key member who diverting the federal dollar into the programs. Sometimes they are very instrumental in terms of like we have a vision to help somebody, but there is no mechanism of giving them a grant or giving them a program. The Department of Commerce is very unique, especially I'm blessed with working with Oklahoma Department of Commerce because they are very open-minded. Creating a policies, they actually know the pain at the client level, and they're actually creating some programs. So the jury actually decided to give this award to them because of that particular mission and their contribution towards our states. I think many of you guys also got some funding from Department of Commerce in India. Right? So that's one award. Now the category comes ISC Alumni Award, which basically celebrating achievements of alumni who have made significant contribution to the energy efficiency, to the immense contribution in leading efficiency, facilitating recruiting and conducting energy assessments, as well as implementing the efforts and collaborative efforts and partnership development in our great region. Right? This is basically decided on 13 states. I went back to the database. I think GPCoE does an awesome job on database collection. And based on the efforts they made, they have 7 nominees here who are actually graduated from ICs in our region. And the winner of the ISC Champion Award in ISC Alumni category is, any guess? Will Gibson. You can see from the slide, it's a purely statistics based, right? I don't see his face, but I see his number in the action in place, right? So pay attention, I will come back to the number later. How many of you work with Will here? Can you raise your hand? Do you think he is a deserving candidate for this award? So he is one of the classic example of our program. Right? Why we are saying we like whole conference is about connecting the world and creating a workforce. Right? Again, after creating a workforce, how they consume and make impact in the real world, that's also important. So we as an ISC also have an alumni association which actually pay attention on alumni, how they growing, how they making impact. They are very productive in the very first year of after graduation as well. Right? So with that category point of view, I think we did an immense contribution, connecting the dot. Even after graduating, he is always connected back and giving back to the OSU, giving back to our ISC, mentoring our students as well. So there is lots of mission on mentorship for creating a workforce is very important. So Will, thank you for your contribution. You can see from the slide that he just does 6 assessments our side. He involved more than 6, but actually the 6 is something where he put lots of efforts into that. He saved more than $1.2 million in that 6 assessment. Right? So that's very immense contribution from his end. Thank you, Will, for doing that and continues doing that. Make impact on the real world life. Thank you. Now goes back to the ISC students. Energy Champion Award in ISC student category, celebrating the achievement of students who recently graduated or like currently in a graduation program, who has made a significant contribution to energy efficiency through their immense contribution in leading efficiency, facilitating recruiting, conducting assessment and implementing efforts and collaborative efforts and partnership development for a present region. There are several students' names you can see, they are current, some of them are actually graduated recent time, last 2 or 3 years. So the winner of Energy Champion Award in ISC student category is, any guess? Avinash Kumar Gupta. to you guys is like ISC does awesome job on creating a database. And each student, when they go for audit, they have the database created for them. They can put in a resume and how many audits they've done, how much dollar they save. That's a powerful tool which Department of Energy giving them back. Not only the DOE certificate he got, but he can show proudly that from his 33 assessment, he saved more than $3.8 million. That's a real dollar saved for that client, right? We can go back and even find out which client they serve also. So it's clear, publicly available data, you can use it. And that's basically a powerful tool. I will say every student should have it. And they can proudly show a story. Right? Sometimes in the interview, they ask you like, what you've done. You have 33 stories to tell that I've done that. And based on this data, I guess Avinash hits that mark. I think I went to the database in all the 13 regions, there is ISCs there. We find out nobody can even match $3.8 million. That's the max I can show from my last 5-6 years of experience. So, tremendous job, Avinash. Thank you so much. Keep doing hard. We recently graduated as well. We started a new journey as a career. Good luck. Now going back to the clients, I think at the end, what we do, we actually serving a client and making them more powerful, empowering them, saving a dollar. So this category is basically in the terms to honor the most impactful energy efficiency projects in the last couple of years, particularly those that have successfully engaged in multiple stakeholders in collaboration manner to achieve the plan and achieve significant energy savings and successful implementation. Right? Giving them a suggestion is one thing, but when they really use their suggestion and make an impact and real dollars saved, that's when you get satisfied. Right? I give idea to many people, but sometimes idea doesn't go to the action. Right? But here the client really takes our suggestions, and the suggestion comes from undergraduate students. They didn't even finish their engineering. Sometimes they are contributing to that contribution and the impact they make. Right? That's the whole life. So I really get a goosebump whenever I see a success story of a student as well as a client. We are the mediator, right? We are giving the effort to end June, but the client is the most important part of it as well. Right? So if we recognize the client, we've done an awesome job in giving a success story to you. That's important, and that's why these award categories are. Based on this category, we have two categories, industrial clients and the commercial building clients, purposely because we recently have a mission for commercial audit as well. So the energy winner, we have 3 awards in all 3 categories because all 2 categories, total 6 awards, because there is a category of like a very high savings, medium savings, and the low savings based on their dollar bills. If they only have $100,000 energy bills, they cannot save more than that. So we create a category based on their energy consumption and how much saving they can make. So one of the category of the first winner of the Energy Champion Award in ISEC industry client category is SimStar. By the way, I reach out to all of these 6 winners, but I think my scheduling of this conference is not suited with their schedule. So none of them are here, but again, we still cheer for them. I will send the certificate to them, or maybe I personally go there and give a picture out of with them as well. But they are very important clients. Particularly the SimStar is very important because they also applied for ISC implementation grant based on our suggestion. They actually got ISC implementation grant as well. Right? So they are also particularly tapping into DOE's other programs, our suggestions, and they actually got money like $175,000 from the federal government to work on it. So that's a huge site. Now, the winner of the Energy Champion Award number 2 in ISC clients category is Gog Fishers and the Plastics. We are also not here, but I think I have to pay attention on the implementation. Every suggestion we made, within a 6 months, they done every single one of them because they really appreciated the details we provided to them, and they believe on our numbers. And GF has several other sites as well. After this initiation, we got like 6-7 different clients, not even our region, but we got them back from them. So client recruiting, applying for other grants, they are very awesome on that. So that's basis, GF is second winner now. The third award for the same category of Energy Champion in ISC client is MTF recognition. And again, I don't know if you pay attention on the bottom portion, it says referral. Sometimes the stakeholder is very important with engaging with the client. I think I make a point saying that you cold call and saying, okay, I'm available for free of cost, can help you to do the energy audit, they'll hang up the phone. They will not even entertain you in more than a minute. For that kind of a purpose, you need stakeholders. Stakeholders, whoever actually hosting the booth here, they are the stakeholders. They're actually helping you to communicate with your mission. Sometimes free is not a good word also. Right? They feel like it's a scam. Like free audit means like they collect the data and then we use it for something else. They are sharing their confidence, they are sharing their trade, like a secret on that. And then that's the reason the referral, which I'm actually mentioning here, is the Oklahoma Manufacturing Alliance or East MDP program. Very important because they are actually doing it. So this award I'm giving to the MTF recognition, but I'm also recognizing the stakeholders here as well. Now I see commercial client category. The award number 1 goes to Choctaw Nation to the White Health Clinic. Trent was here yesterday. If you saw the first panel, he was there, he's participating in that. I think the best on this audit, they got a $5 million from the other federal governments. Based on the suggestion we made here. Right? So they are very impactful, they're knowing where the resources are available, and they're tapping into the resources and utilizing for their energy efficiency projects. So they are a very important client, especially the rural part of it, or you can say the tribal part of it. They are very important. They have so many facilities, like 300 plus facilities, I think 1,000 plus buildings, I will say. Lots of like Choctaw, from casinos to the smoke rooms to the gas station, you can see many things on that. So they are participating in that, and actually this award is also important for them. Is like they started one time, they know that they are successful, now they can multiply that efforts. They eventually helping our Justice 14 side of it, like how the disadvantaged community get popular on that. So congratulations to Choctaw Nation for this award. Now award number 2 on high-tech commercial client category goes to Muskogee Nation. This client is our 1100 audit. I think as I mentioned yesterday, we are the first ISCs or ITECs in the whole nation. There are 37 plus ITECs. We are the first ISCs who actually reach out to the more than 1100 audit. And they are actually our 1100 audit at the Duck Creek Casino. And this casino is very important as part of that as well because of the footprint. The Muskogee has so many casinos, so many buildings, so many small casinos to be very large casinos as well. So they are an important part of it and actually represent true Oklahoma in that manner. Right? So this awards goes to the Big Creek Casino. Thank you so much. Now the last Energy Champion Award in IC Commercial Client category goes to Gunslinger. So this award is also very important because not only we found lots of opportunities at the site, also the client is itself very motivated to do several things. The one more important part of them is like they are the client who actually told us that utilize our facility for virtual assessment, training tool which we are developing. So they are the first client in our mode where we are actually making a commercial building model. And the first company who can do and willingly help us is a Gunslinger. So you may see some of the model virtual reality trainings in the future basically comes out from there. We can simulate some other stuff. Some of the key secrets we don't show from the side, but again, most of the buildings will remain the same as it is. So thank you, Gunslinger. I think Ashish and Kumar, you are very instrumental in that terms Thank you so much. And that's what our last award in this category. And congratulate all energy champions for the awards. So one more round of applause. And again, this is just the start. We are just the first year of our Great Plains Center of Excellence. We have 4 more years to go and many more. We don't know after 4 years, but again, what my impact or what I'm expecting the impact is not, the winner is everybody, right? We are just recognizing few people and you are creating a role model to them. But I think the winner here is like everybody contributing to their success. That's how we are doing this, right? But that's the theme of our conference, connecting the dots. How you can help somebody to win. That's also the best part of it, right? Creating a win-win situation. Maybe by winning, making somebody win one day, you can also win one day as well, right? The satisfaction you get in your heart, that's more important than pocket, money in your pocket, right? Taking that consideration, I think we'll have more awards like this in the future as well. Encourage other people to nominate more people so that we know your story and your contribution toward the energy success as well. With that, I have some closing remark, and I will highlight here Justin Smith. I think first of all, congratulate Justin for coming all the way from DOE to come for this conference. It's not that easy to bring somebody from DOE to it. So thank you so much. And now further, I will like him to make a closing remark about this conference and what he's actually expecting from the DOE and how we can contribute towards the goal of the DOE.
Thanks, Dr. Bora. So at the beginning of the conference, I had some opening remarks, and I kind of tried to emphasize 3 points. The first one was how important building a workforce of clean energy is. The second one was kind of loving a little bit on our ITAC network and saying like how big of an impact our ITACs have today. And the last one, which was really kind of my hope to set up the conference, is how much partnership we need to be able to get to where we need to go. And so the first thing I want to share in the closing remarks is how wonderful of an occasion this was to be able to connect a lot of those dots. From learning about lubrication, a part of clean energy that I hadn't ever thought of, embarrassingly, to hearing about kind of what we're doing in K-12 education, to hearing from our community colleges, to what students can do to get involved with different partnerships. And it's just a wonderful occasion and helped me personally connect a lot of dots, so I hope it also is helpful to you all for connecting the dots. I also want to thank all the sponsors who made this possible. I really hope it was helpful for you all, but even beyond that, I'm very appreciative of you showing up, participating, and helping make sure that this can actually happen for everyone. And then finally, I want to talk about Hitesh for a minute, Dr. Bora. I'm really blown away in particular with one characteristic. And so we talked a lot about like innovation this morning and kind of attitudes towards things. And I hope a lot of the students will take this away as well. Most people, especially as they grow in their knowledge base, start to build moats around themselves and say, I am so brilliant at these different things that, and they kind of prop themselves up to the point where when they start to realize that they don't know something, they kind of shy away from it, right? Every single panel had a question of what can the Great Plains Center of Excellence do better? And if anyone watched Dr. Bora's body language when those questions came up, he was ready to learn. And there was no ego there of like, how do I, right? Like, let me tell everyone about how great everything is. It was, how do I do things better? And I think that's just such an exemplary attitude to have towards really anything in life, but especially when you're running an organization like this. I think that is why a conference like this is successful, is having that kind of attitude and perspective towards things, and especially for the students from a professor. So in addition to all the things that he teaches you about industrial energy and engineering, I'd also really encourage you to take away that kind of perspective towards accomplishing things and just setting out for goals in life. So that was my closing remarks. I really appreciate everybody. I learned so much, and I hope it also helped you connect the dots as much as it did for me.
I know it's hard to say bye-bye for you all, right? I think you spend lots of time here. First of all, I want to thank you all those people who participate for this event. I know you guys have to do some changes to the schedule to make it happen. And I know your time is important, your like commitment towards your organization is also important, but you make a time and come here, that's important, but I think it's also very impactful for connecting the world here. I think I really blown with Brent's morning session, and it's very simple, nothing there, but it's very impactful. I also saw the video from Steve Jobs, right? Like it's very like small things, but like it says so many words. I remember typing a sheriff words, right? Like the word for. And then he's saying that in a like graduation ceremony like that is very impressive. So, take out from there is that you have to have some like agenda for the life. What we do, something like that. Especially for students' point of view here as well. Like, what do you really want to achieve out of this, right? We have a purpose for the life, but again, energy is just one topic. Maybe you have some other areas of research or any other things, but contribute toward that, openness toward that will help us. Right? And again, I want to send out one emails to you guys to give us a feedback about this conference. What else we can do to encourage more people? I think I got some suggestions from several people like YouTube channel, maybe like something like creating a high school kids, maybe encourage like a science fair or something like that in the energy sector, or how we can mentor and other stuff. You saw some panels, every single panel has a connection to the workforce development. We have some purpose to do that, but again, I cannot do alone myself or my center, my team cannot do alone. We need your support. So sometime maybe I can have a call you and say, you are expert already, can you teach a class for us? Maybe you can offer saying that maybe there is a need of this course here. Please feel free and tell us. Right? We are here to learn from the market. I'm in a bad spot in university where I cannot make a big decision on a university level. And that's why the connecting to the colleges, like technical colleges and like that. As well as the Center of Excellence, we have a professional development directly offering the course without going to the TDS route of the university. So please contribute to that and any other suggestion you have to make this impact. There is a big cause we are doing for like how we can create energy literacy. Your contribution is very welcome. So thank you so much for all. Thank you for the sponsors. Thank you for the facilities. I will highly thank you for the people who actually put forward this conference. There is lots of logistics associated with that. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, Amber. Thank you, Vanessa in the back. You guys did an awesome job. So one round of applause for all of them. With that, go folks. Have a blessed life. And if you have anything, please let us know. Thank you.